And he's about to introduce Project Maple Syrup.
Thank you.
You're on.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody. First, thank you to Tom, great friend. We had interesting conversations in the past, and if you want to bribe him, talk to him about Chocolat Favori. Incredible place around Quebec for ice cream, and he's an addict. Just one word about, I think Tom's conference about the community is very important, and I want to give you one incredible example out of the 1998 ice storms. The ice storms in Montreal hit in 3 phases. The worst one being the Friday at lunch, which looked like midnight with ice coming down and thunderstorms, and we were losing repeaters left and right, and I picked up the phone, called a couple of ham radio technical gurus, VE2, DGE, VE2VK, and Bert VE2, BMQ. And I said, we're losing repeaters, you don't have radios, you don't have antennas, you don't have cavities, you don't have controllers, you don't have powers, you don't have batteries, you don't have towers, you don't have antennas. Build me repeaters. Took them 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, they called me back, and we were losing phones all over the place by then, so we were barely able to switch over to 2 meters, finalize the conversation. And they said, basically, all you need is 2 cars with dual band that can do automatic repeat mode. So you put 1 car as high up on the hill as possible. You do a known receive input from a repeater, put a simplex UHF frequency to the second car, output on the known output. You now have your antennas, your cavity, the spacing between the cars, your power, the car, battery, the car, and the antennas on the car. Okay? That's what a ham radio is all about. And I'm glad to be myself for many years a Helmer to try to bring people into the community, and that's how I got to create VE2DX Electronics. So we're gonna walk through a few things. The first one, again, very important, is first to thank the people from HamXposition for having us here. And the second thing is to teach you about Franglish so that you can understand what I'm gonna post out there. Franglish is basically the result of a French Canadian trying to speak or write in English. And I found out the hard way that I was pretty good at it. At Hamvention, the product Maple Syrup project came out of conversations at HamCaption and Hamvention. And at Hamvention, I introduced it and said, our friends here at HamXposition are going to be the proud fathers of this project. I'm going to present it over there. And I had a nice big sign, Maple Syrup Project. And, well, obviously, it should show up in French like this. And in English, that's the right way, isn't it? I hope so. Well, I kind of screwed it up a little bit. And on the separate sign, a different spelling. So, you know, it was pretty bad. So basically, we finally got the spelling right, and we're here today. We're just going to walk through real fast a couple of the new products we introduced. I'm not going to spend time on those, and then we're going to show you what Maple Syrup is all about. So 2025 is pivotal. We came out with our SDR switch. At this point, receive only on the SDR side. SDR2 is coming out, and it's going to have receive on both the radio, the transmitter, and the SDR receiver. Our band decoder family is an incredible box. Very simple, a single radio, 8 outputs, can be BCD or decimal, so you can go quite a few antennas on that. Then we have the dual version, the VE2DX, which can control separately the antennas and the band decoders, and the dual radio dual output, which can go up to 64 outputs. That is 16 antennas on each radios and 16 band decoders, and it has stuff like software-defined, true TTL, which is our design from day one, blind operator assistance, and software-defined interlock, which basically monitors both radios and prevents you from using, if you want to, a band that's already being used by the other radio. Everything is software controlled. Our EMI series, this is the wrong picture, the new one, the connectors are together on the EF1. But the EMI filters for 12 volts, very powerful, 45 amp on the power pole and 65 amp on the quarter inch. And many more that we're introducing today at the show. Our Yaesu interface product family, very small breakout box and very small also converters for FTX1. I'll explain that one in a few seconds. And also to convert simply to CAT, where you bring in that mini DIN pain in the butt type connector and you convert it to a regular 3.5 millimeter jack. The FTX1 product line is part of that too, where we convert from mini DIN 10 to mini DIN 8 because for some bizarre reason they decided to go with mini DIN 10 on this one product. And this way you can plug in, just like on the 710 or the 817, 818 FTX 100, you can plug into the back my YC2 BT Bluetooth interface. And this will give you Bluetooth on the FTX1. Don't ask me why, but they did not put Bluetooth in there. So now you can remote control your FTX1 using that kit. The kit comes also with the GPS and other adapters that you saw previously. New this year also the TRS1, which is an MFJ 1707 replacement. Basically, it takes a single output radio, offers it a receive antenna switching. So you can have a beverage antenna on a 7300, which you cannot do now. Even on the new 7300 Mark II, they did not address that. The RAS1 is a simple DC bias remote antenna switch, a 1x2. The goal is you shove a 12 volt onto the coax, I filter it out, and it switches the relays. And finally, our maple syrup project, the VE2DX ARS1, and that baby is right there. What this guy does, it's an automatic redirecting system, ARS. And what it does for a small field radio like the 705, which only has one connector, but has VHF, UHF, HF on it. Well, this guy will switch in the first, on day one, it will switch between VHF, UHF, and HF. That's great. It also has basically a 1707 in there. So when you're on the HF side, it will turn around and automatically detect if you're transmitting or receiving and flip between receive antenna and transmit antenna. And it supports the RAS1, which means not only this is a nice little unit that you leave in the shack. When you come back with the 705, you plug it in, and now you got 3 antennas? No, you got 6 antennas. Because the support of RAS1 means you can put 3 RAS1 in there. One to switch, let's say, between VHF, UHF. The other one to switch receive antennas according to the band. Third one to switch transmit antenna according to the band. So it makes that little 705 very powerful. It is very small, 100 millimeters by 80 by 35, my standard box that if you've ever been to our booth. And you can control it automatically based on the band tables, The band tables can be configured as you wish. Example of this is 70 meter can be thrown when it becomes available over here, can be thrown on the HF or on the VHF UHF side. The RAS can be controlled according to the band tables. So the device itself, like I said, is very small. In the back, you've got 3 BNC connectors and a receive antenna connector so that you can plug in your devices and add the RAS one as you wish. Okay, again, a redirecting system. The idea is if the PTT is engaged, you do have a PTT input, but you also have RF detection. So then on the HF side, you can switch between the receive antenna and the transmit antenna. It will monitor CAT through Bluetooth or CAT input. It will also give you the possibility of outputting, the 705 is a great radio, doesn't have CI5 output on it. Well, this guy has a CAT input, which if you're using it with the 705 or any other Bluetooth radio, it will convert the data, push it back out that port. This way you can control something else with it. The device is, I've went through that already. The device is going to be compatible right now in alpha mode with Flex Radio, Electraf, ICOM, Kenwood, and Yaesu, either through CAT or Bluetooth. So some of these guys, like Yaesu, already have radios which are great for this, the 817s and 818. ICOM has the 705. At this point, the other manufacturers don't really have field radios of that type, but if they do come out with one, you'll be able, right off the bat, to use our box to help you with it. There you go. Specifications real fast, 12 volt, 1 amp, 20 watts maximum at this time. Might have another version later. The relays are flat all the way up to 1.5 gigs, and they are certified all the way up to 8 gigs. So there's plenty of room if somebody comes out with a 1.2 gig field radio. The box is very small, made of extruded aluminum. The plan right now is the hardware is being tested right now. The hardware is not operational right now in the show, but it is there to show you what it's going to look like. Alpha tests are going to start in October. Beta test in November. Product release, we hope, at HamXposition. Worst case scenario, if we run into a small delay, product release might be moved to HamVention because it is a lot of work. So that's it for us. Yes?
How much does it cost?
Not defined yet. We're trying to keep the cost as low as possible. It's going to be under $300. I think $300 would be too high. US. I'm sorry?
The tariffs affect it?
Well, the tariffs are not supposed to affect us. There is some issues with customs, but not for one-on-one sales right now. The tariffs, this is a USMCA product. So it's covered by USMCA, thus the tariffs are not. And I did a small survey just before the show of my last few sales because we ran into a couple of issues with larger order to resellers. And at this point, none of them got charged any kind of tariffs, which confirms it, which we're happy about. Obviously, we don't have any control over that. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys at our booth during this weekend.
Wonderful.
Thank